Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our channel's videos and shorts. Your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing is greatly appreciated, and we are very excited to release our first AI scripted explanation of the science behind the wave modification. Listen closely and be amazed at the transformative technology we offer.
The only Airstream modification of its kind performed on any gas engine, propane, diesel, and more. What does the wave do? This wave shape amplifies the natural pressure wave in a dramatic fashion.
How is the wave different than other air upgrades? Unlike the cheesy, swirling air devices you might have seen, we are tapping into the vacuum wave that naturally is occurring in the engine already, then taking advantage of the otherwise wasted power potential. What is the result of the mod?
A drop in the pressure curve and a spike within the vacuum level to reach complete combustion for gasoline and propane, while the diesel operation results in a powerful mixing of the fuel on top of the piston. This creates better power all around and many reports of increased fuel mileage. Info directly taken from fueleconomy.gov.
Where the energy goes, gasoline vehicles. Only about 12% to 30% of the energy from the fuel you put in a conventional vehicle is used to move it down the road, depending on the drive cycle. The rest of the energy is lost to engine and driveline inefficiencies or used to power accessories. Therefore, the potential to improve fuel efficiency with advanced technologies is enormous. That's at least 68 to 72 cents of every dollar you spend at the pump wasted. The wave is hand-machined at a 15-degree angle into the material of the throttle assembly at the high-pressure zone, right behind the throttle plate on the backside, or side-facing intake manifold, using a custom carbide rotary bit. How exactly does it work? Let's describe the science behind the wave for gas-powered engines for now. This wave shape splits the incoming airstream by at least 40%, creating a build of pressure in two different positions within the shape. One side of the angle builds air into a dense ball, while the other side of the angle does the same. When they collide, they are about 1,000 times more dense than the intake airstream. When the crankshaft passes the 90-degree point and the piston slows down, the aerodynamics begin to reverse and the pressure begins to release from the wave, and the dense ball of air now shoots off and into the intake air, rolling towards the intake valve. Once the ball of air enters the chamber, there is enough turbulence to complete the blending process. This causes a drop in the readings from 19 inches of vacuum down to 28 to 29 inches of vacuum and an upper range of about 6. This is very important to know because below about 26 inches of vacuum, there isn't a liquid that we know of that can withstand that pressure and still stay in a liquid state.
As that amount of fuel burns, it creates heat, which then is applied to the next layer of hydrocarbons. It then vaporizes, mixes with the oxygen, and burns, creating more heat, which is then applied to the next layer. So on and so forth. This takes time, and because the fuel is only in the engine for a fraction of a second, the small amount of what was vapor is where we get power from, while the rest is considered waste fuel. According to the EPA, this amount is about 60% of what we pay for at the pump. We know this as 5+ emissions out the tailpipe, which is called pollution. We also know this waste fuel as the blow-by that mixes with our fresh oil causing sludge and destroying our engine. That means 60 cents of each dollar we spend at the pump is wasted out the exhaust, making it harder for us to breathe while contaminating our oil each time we drive.
This is why we created the TriboMax brand, starting with nano-ceramic restoratives in an easy-to-apply syringe added to each fluid. Truly bar-none protection. What happens to the waste fuel? With the wave mod now applied, after the wave mod, there is an abundance of dense oxygen blasting into the chamber, creating much more fuel available to be used to deliver power to your piston. With modern computed engines, the 02 sensors recognize this mixture and send this information to the computer. The computer cannot increase the amount of air an engine draws in, so it must decrease the amount of fuel it delivers to keep the air-fuel ratio correct. Better fuel mileage as a result. With carbureted engines, a fine tune using a vacuum gauge will do. Get the wave today. You'll be glad you did.
We are so happy you stuck around for the entirety of this video. Would you consider tapping the like button and subscribing? If any of you have the Wave mod installed in your ride, consider commenting about your results. Michael is looking forward to reading through your comments and answering any questions you guys may have. Let's save some money, the air we breathe, and our engines. By the way, guys, you can reach out to Michael by texting or calling him directly at 507-215-3817. Email to the address michael@greenoutotechnology.com. Together we can wave goodbye to wasted fuel dollars. May God bless you all,